resource allocation on a win-win arrangement that will ensure that we capture the allocation of resources based on population, amongst other considerations, and address the current situation. And in that formula, we have done it before. It will be a win-win formula where no county will lose its budgetary allocation, because we believe that nobody should lose for another to gain. We can always structure a win-win arrangement. And we will be able to do this, and let me repeat it again. We will be able to implement this equitable resource allocation without necessarily spending 20, 30 billion shillings to change the constitution. We have innovative and creative ways of ensuring that this can be done within the existing parameters of the law. In any case, the 1 man, 1 shilling proposal was actually a hustler nation proposal, and it is going to be dovetailed in our bottom-up economic program that will ensure that we build our economy starting with the majority who are disadvantaged. We have also agreed on the restructuring of our tax system, and we expect our economic team to come up with proposals for interrogation by our executive teams so that we can work on administrative and legislative measures to achieve 2 fundamental objectives: accelerate effective, efficient, and taxpayer-friendly collection of taxes to at least double our revenue collection while eliminating tax waivers for politically correct enterprises. We are very clear that the same way between 2002 and 2012, we were able to increase our tax revenues 5-fold. It is possible for us, working smart in a friendly environment, we can double our taxes and ensure that we have the resources to retire our debt and to fund our development. The team will also provide a detailed framework on the current status of transport operations, including the SGR, and recommend measures that will reinstate economic activity in the port of Mombasa, Lamu, and auxiliary facilities for the purposes of economic revival of the coast region that has been hurt substantially by the interventions that were carried out without public participation of the people that are now affected by these operations. This team will also work on the National Land Compensation Fund to facilitate the acquisition of land from absentee landlords and other underutilized but available lands to facilitate the settlement of landless Kenyans in the coast and other parts of our country where the problem persists. And to facilitate and fast-track this process, parties that have recently joined the Kenya Kwanza Alliance have recommended the following people to work with our existing economic team, as I have said, led by Professor David Ndii, The Democratic Party have suggested the name of Justus Kariuki, who will join that team. The Service Party, under my brother Mwangi Kiunjuri, has suggested Judy Muhia to join that team. Maendeleo Chap Party have suggested Morris Mudhama to join that team. Tujibebe wa Kenya Party has suggested Ruth Muthoni Mwadhi to join that team. And Pamoja African Alliance have suggested Edward Mwashinga to join the team. And Chama Chakazi have suggested Dr. Joyce Nyamwea to join our economic team. I am very proud that these men and women will bring a lot of value to our already existing economic team as we centralize the place of the economy in our approach to this election and to the transformation of our nation. We also spent many hours discussing how we are going to win this election in round one. We have agreed on the coordination of the Kenya campaign activities around the country, and we've also agreed on modalities of how our candidate will engage in campaign for our candidates without necessarily being bogged down with unhealthy competition. As Kenya Kwanza, we are a coalition of Democrats, we are a coalition of the willing, and we are a coalition of the free. All parties will be allowed to field their candidates. We will, however, as Kenya Kwanza, empower our candidates in every ward, in every constituency, and in every county with scientific information on the performance of each and every candidate. And we will also provide a framework to encourage local agreements amongst the different parties in different electoral areas to negotiate and agree on the best approach to our alliance winning a majority of seats in every level. We will also provide a template on how our candidates will coordinate in every county and in every constituency. And towards this end, we have agreed on the following to provide leadership of our teams in the various regions. Governor Salim Vuria, Governor Amason Kingi, former Governor Issa Timami, and Mama Lydia Haika to take charge of our coast region activities and provide leadership as they involve all the candidates and all the players from all the parties in making sure that our campaign activities are seamless, they are focused, and they are fruitful. We have also agreed that Senator Johnston Muthama, Governor Alfred Mutua, Penina Malonza, Adelina Mwau, and Jonathan Mweke will take charge of our southeastern region activities, again to consolidate our position and to provide overall leadership and ensure that our candidates work with synergy. We've also agreed that our Speaker, Justin Muturi, Mithika Linturi, Beatrice Nkatha, will also involve other leaders in the Mount Kenya East region in providing the necessary leadership in that region. Honorable Alice Wahome, Governor Waiguru, Mwangi Kiunjuri, the party leader of TSP, Governor William Kabogo, Kimani Ichung'wah, and Governor Mutahi Kahiga, together with Patrick Mariro and Faith Ketau, will provide the overall leadership as they work with all the candidates and all our parties in the Central Kenya region. And in Rift Valley, Our activities will be coordinated by Susan Kihika, Charles Keter, our former CS, Governor Josephat Nanok, Governor Moses Lenonkulal, Peris Tobiko, and Governor Tunai, together with Senator Murkomen and Margaret Wanjala and Immaculate Shamala, will do the same in our Rift Valley region. In Nyanza, we will have Governor Okoth Obado, Charles Nyachai, Eliud Owalo, Sylvanus Osoro, and Vincent Kemosi to provide leadership in that region. And in Western region, Speaker Kenneth Lusaka, Beatrice Adagala, Benjamin Washali, Babu Namwamba, and Emmanuel Osore will also provide overall political leadership, working with all the political parties in the Kenya Kwanza fraternity in Western Kenya region. And in Northeastern, Honorable Aden Duale and Ahmed Kolosh, amongst other leaders from Mandera, will also participate in providing overall leadership in that region. And finally, in the Upper Eastern region, Colonel Rasso, Dido Ali, Hassan Tene, and Mama Wario will provide leadership in that region. Again, this is overall leadership, but all political parties, all candidates will form part of the campaign structure as we go towards this election. And finally, we had a candid, extensive, robust discussion on the subject of my running mate, who will be the running mate of the Kenya Kwanza coalition. You are aware that this process is underway, and there is a requirement by the IEBC that names of running mates be submitted by Monday. Many highly qualified Kenyans were considered in this engagement, and after lengthy, exhaustive consultations and deliberations, and having reflected on the task ahead for the Kenya Kwanza family, that engagement was not only a UDA engagement, it was also a Kenya Kwanza engagement. That is why all the political leaders from our coalition are here. I want to thank the many Kenyans, the good leaders who've shown us goodwill. They've given us advice. They've sent us messages. They've sent us WhatsApp messages. They have called us on phone. Many, I know, have prayed about this matter. And many leaders here have made their input. I want to single out the great men and women who were considered in the exercise that has gone on around the running mate issue. And I want to single out very knowledgeable, astute Samson Ndindi Nyoro, who is right here, who the people of Kenya have a lot of liking for, because he is forthright, he is intelligent, and he is passionate about the leadership of our country. I want to tell my young brother Ndindi Nyoro, you have a future ahead of you, and we will work with you. I also want to thank my dear sister, Alice Muthoni Wahome, who was a formidable candidate. Thank you very much, my dear. And who made it to the shortlist, just like Ndindi Nyoro. I want to say that Alice Wahome is a self-made woman. She has built her stature. She's a two-term member of parliament. She has a track record in the NGO fraternity. And I want to say that she's among the formidable women leaders we have in Kenya Kwanza. Again, she made it to the shortlist. Congratulations, madam. The future is wide open. I also want to single out my good brother, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Justin Bidan Muturi, who many Kenyans pushed his candidature to the table because of his experience, his stature, and the fact that he has ably guided our National Assembly for now 10 years. And he brings a lot of valuable support, experience, and insights into our team. Again, my brother Justin Muturi, asante sana. Let me also appreciate my sister, the one and only, Mombi Waiguru, Anna, who missed it by a whisker, I must say. And she came with exceptional credentials as a woman leader, with a track record and with experience in the economic sphere. The current governor of Kirinyaga, who also made it to the shortlist. Again, Governor Anne Waiguru, I want to tell you from where I sit, the future belongs to you. It's wide open. Of course, I won't, before I come to our candidate, I want to very sincerely thank my lawyer, my friend, Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki, who came very far and became the runner-up in this contest. Again, a forthright Kenyan, a Kenyan of great standing, a lawyer par excellence, our former Deputy Speaker of the Senate, and the man who defeated that fellow called Ocampo, the current senator of Tharaka Nithi County, who is not here with us now, but who brought a lot of experience, a lot of passion, and a lot of commitment to this contest. And finally, in the end, the consensus pointed out to an individual who scored excellent points on every evaluative parameter. An astute debater with prodigious persuasive ability, a fantastic grassroots mobilizer, a disciplined and tireless political operative, a successful elected politician and business person, a principled politician of tremendous resilience and resolve, a fearless fighter for the right cause, and an indefatigable champion of the betrayed, persecuted, downtrodden, the despised, and the ignored. A living example of a true hustler who rose from the hardships of the aftermath of our freedom struggle to the pinnacle of professional, business, and political success. We are nominating a running mate, and I have every intention on my first day in office to sign an executive order in accordance with Article 21E of the Kenyan Constitution. Article 21E of the Kenya Kwanza Coalition Agreement that will provide this Kenyan an expanded role, together with what the Constitution gives the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And having myself occupied that office for the last close to 10 years, I believe that that office can serve the people of Kenya better. We can get more output from the office of the Deputy President if it is not cannibalized or vandalized. And I have every intention on my first day in office to sign an executive order that will give clear responsibilities to the Deputy President. The Deputy President under the Kenya Kwanza arrangement will chair cabinet committees. The Deputy President will oversee the implementation of cabinet decisions. The Deputy President will coordinate intergovernmental relations between the national government and the county government, a function I currently undertake. But I will formalize it in the executive order. Coordinate the learning, our Deputy President will coordinate the learning and supervising, not the planning, sorry, and the supervision of the implementation of development projects funded by development partners and programs under that arrangement. The Deputy President under the Kenya Kwanza Alliance will coordinate constitutional commissions and independent officers in matters that require that intervention of national government, including but not limited to budget and policy frameworks for their operation. And the Deputy President under the Kenya Kwanza Alliance will also perform real duties that will be assigned to him by the President. I say this because it is important that every constitutional office must work for the people of Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, that good Kenyan, my friend, whom I have worked with, especially on the economic model that now has famously been referred to the bottom-up economic model. And we started that journey together. He understands people issues. He is passionate about ordinary people. My friend, I present to you the Kenya Kwanza running mate candidate, my brother and friend, Rigathi Gachagua. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And straight up, as I present my brother Rigathi Gachagua, I have agreed with him that him and me will work together with the Kenya Kwanza leadership, represented here by the party leaders and other officials, that we will work intentionally to mentor the younger leaders in our formation, and that we will deliberately provide room for those who are young in our formation to grow as leaders. And my deputy and I have agreed that when our time comes to leave, we will leave and we will mentor other people to make sure we have proper transition. Because we believe that part of the success of any leadership is to mentor the younger ones into better leaders as we go into the future. We undertake that we will do that for the people, the leaders in our Kenya Kwanza formation, alongside the other leaders who are here with us. We have also agreed with the Kenya Kwanza leaders seated here that we are committed to ensuring that the issue of gender, which has dogged our country since we started the implementation of the new constitution, that we will take the bull by the horns and ensure that within 1 year of our administration, the issue of gender will be sorted out, and the leadership at all levels will respect the constitutional required threshold. And in our administration, I have agreed with all the leaders here that we will start on day one with our administration, that of the 21 ministers that we will appoint, 10 will be women. And we will ensure that all other appointive positions will respect the 2/3 gender rule as we work on ensuring that even the elective, we have the mechanism to ensure that we mainstream leadership of women, youth, and people living with disability as part of our agenda of not just inclusive economic growth, but also inclusive governance. We believe that there is a wealth of experience and knowledge that can be brought on board by inclusion of all sectors of our society. I want to leave that matter there and request my good friend, the Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, to make his statement. Karibu, Mheshimiwa, and congratulations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Today, I'll read a statement. In fact, I have a small speech to our presidential candidates, and indeed, the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto. I say it before you and country. I'm honored by the responsibility and faith you have bestowed on me, you have bestowed upon me to be running with for the most defining election in Kenya's history. It is a responsibility I take pride in, knowing too well the elevation and esteem that my nomination occasions, but most importantly, one that also humbles me, that you put your trust in me, together with my colleagues, to deliver party leaders present, governors, members of parliament, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the greatest days of my life. And with humility, I'd like to thank Almighty God for the gift of life, good health, and the favor He has shown me. Many of us in this alliance know that without God, we would not be where we are today. We have seen challenges turn into opportunities before us. Hurdles we did not think we could surmount at the time have disappeared behind us. And I do not the glory. I know there are many in our alliance who are qualified for this position, and any one of them would have been up to the task. Your Excellency, our Deputy President, the trust and confidence you have shown in me is a privilege, and I'll do my very best to live up to those expectations. Thank you, Your Excellency. I will not let you down. I will not let the Hustler Nation down. I will not let the people of Kenya down. In this journey, one needs a mentor like the one you have been to us. One needs colleagues and friends like the ones with me here today and elsewhere. And most importantly, one needs family that provides a pillar that equipped us with the right tools. Indeed, from the grass-thatched house, I stand here today with more than 30 years of public experience. I have been to and worked in every part of Kenya and understand the challenges that face our people in this beautiful country. More importantly, I'm confident that a determined government working with all its citizens can overcome and override the obstacles that hold Kenya back. Today, many Kenyans wake up early and sleep late, but they rarely benefit from the work of their hands or the sweat of their brow. The tools to bridge that gap are lacking. This is the plight of the Hustler Nation. Today, the ambitions of many Kenyans are frustrated and cut short owing to the criminalization of enterprise. We must free the work environment and enterprises, big or small, from harassment, seizure of goods, and prohibitive fees. I cannot wait to work with you, Your Excellency, on the guaranteed minimum return for our farmers. Tea, milk, coffee, miraa, rice, maize, cotton, cashew nuts, among other horticultural produces. Others must now become the chicken that lay the golden eggs. Your Excellency, under your leadership, I believe we can take this country to the next level. Your story has been an inspiration to hustlers and all of us all over Kenya, and I'm no exception. With the team you have assembled, I believe we have what it takes to realize the dreams of the hustler nation, and it will be a great honor for me to play my part, and that I will. God bless Kenya.
Congratulations, my friend. Okay, Susanna. Thank you very much, Rigathi Gachagua. Let me now begin your first assignment as my running mate, because you will be a very busy person. Your first assignment, my good friend, that we have agreed with the leaders here, is that you and my good brother Moses Kuria, who is an economist by excellence, this good man, will now offer the political leadership to our economic team. I am looking forward to you and the economic team delivering on the agenda that the robust agenda that we have assigned to the economic team. I am looking forward to you providing, because you have walked with me on this journey. You know what we need to do. You have the understanding and the knowledge on what we need to do about access to credit for ordinary citizens. You know what we need to do about universal health coverage. We expect you and the economic team now to provide for us a context of how in 45 days we will have all the economic charters for all the counties, and those counties that have not that we have not finalized, that we will have a program so that we can conclude on our economic charters. So, my good friend Rigathi Gachagua, the team here of party leaders and I expect you to hit the ground running so that Kenya Kwanza can be ready to govern day one when we get into office. So again, by the grace of God, we know that together we will journey as a team and by God's grace get to the destination that we all want. Let me now ask the other leaders who are here to make some statements. I will start with our brother, elder brother, Musalia Mudavadi, to make some comments. Please, my brother.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Mr. Deputy President, William Samoei Ruto, and our presidential candidate for the Kenya Kwanza Alliance. At the very outset, let me take this opportunity to congratulate Rigathi Gachagua, who will now deputize William Samoei Ruto in our quest to take over the leadership of this country on the 9th of August, 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, This is indeed a momentous day, and indeed yesterday millions of Kenyans were held on tenterhooks. Their nerves were racking, but now we have reached that point where collectively we own a decision, we own a process, and we shall now rally behind the Kenya Kwanza presidential candidate and the entire alliance with Rigathi Gachagua as the running mate. I just want to emphasize that there's an African proverb, and I'm sure some of you have it in your various dialects, which says that one must be very careful so that the pot of water does not break at the doorstep. We have come a long way as a people. William Samoei Ruto and his team have come a long way. Many Kenyans in the Kenya Kwanza Alliance have come a long way. And what is being unveiled here is a culmination of a process of consultations, of deliberations, so that the pot does not break at the doorstep. I think there are so many people, especially on the opposite side, who are praying that we can make a mistake, who are praying that we can have some serious division in the process of reaching where we have reached. But I thank God, and we thank all the people who participated, that your patient resilience has paid off. And if they were waiting for that pot to break,
thank you ni bwega sana utugwa time kwe mwetureja ndene skuru igwitonka mathi ndene mutuati kitugo mbunge kia Igembe North na nyuma ya Kenya kwithurwa beterete ko kagita ga karaja muthiene kagita go kinya ara munino mutongeria mugongo Dr. William Samoei Ruto ethurwa agita ntumiria we muturo kethurwa ari munini wawe na tukona akithoma maritu ja maingi ja tongire mwanya mwanya baraba kethurwa bagitongeria siasa yawe indi kintu kia mbere auga ndiraga atonya utongire ne ntuko we mbere akethurwa kia munini wawe kana mainya ya kwithurwa etongeria kinya mantu jegie cabinet kana arama minister da be karandi kogu kuonania kuringana na auga areonania munini wawe Rigathi Gachagua kwithurwa akiona kanya gakwithurwa etarwa akamwa mainya ja manene muno ja kwithurwa agitongire kiri thirikari imwe na mantu jamwe utegera ni atongire mwanya mwanya bara bethirito bakithurwo gutongeria siasa ntere mwanya ndene nthiguru ya Kenya aja turitu ndene mutuetera tumbe gwatwanira na senator Meru mithika nturi urenyo guchwa gitike ongavana gukurukira tikiti ya UDA na no mororite munyaka kwithurwa kiewa kanya kagutongeria siasa ndene Mount Kenya East amana atongire bangi mbere amkethurwa nkiaraniria nwe kari kano muno mheshimiwa senator antu baba ingi bareterete muno kithure kindiki ari umwe bara nyamunino mutongerio mugongo auga no mo bara bethirite bara kwi muno kujuke gitikiki kiri babu Rigathi Gachagua kana ni kindiki burendekana na uge bwa kwibiko kuringana na entumirie mutongerio munino mutongerio mugongo ethwa kirita
ya turi atongeria ba Meru kana ba Mount Kenya region ya urambigirie kuwa mbere au batwi itura iyi untu bumwe ati munini wa mutongeria wa NTHIGURU akauma area ya Ngema kana ya Mount Kenya East no ntu ba kuringana na buratwitanitie rwendo neru na kuhakikisha NTHIGURU yetu ya Mount Kenya ni karitwe na mantu ni maingi na kinya ke mantu ya deputy president arikia kuwa nguire ke yanwa itwariritie na nya sheria buratira uwa pambe bunge next ukethira kwina sheria ya ukaria ubishu no mwa manjukumu kwou ba tukwenda kuwa ni ati tutea supporta William Ruto kana president wetu ratuyite kuringira kura no kwina condition inyingi condition muntu umena kuri kindi kingwenda muthanki na inya muno no ntu bwa performance ya weki ki kururi bwa iteke I my good brother my good neighbor na muchoreo kwa in the Senate no ntwa kudemonstrate na aukaria mbisha ya Meru boya kabisa mwanga aranda ike mwicho kan kumurombera no ntunande mwire pongezi sana no ntubo kinyamwanka level neu na mbere ya Meru bonde thirikari atukuthithia twinde tutemba kwa president ka deputy president kiaki na maana ni bautu tuwatane tuthithia thirikari ra ikaomba kwa address mantu ya wananchi boya anda mwapinya nkitangaza ndi mutu atia no ntunyo ria turari ni musemanyo ne antu bambura chababuri thirikari no nimbibo kwariria mantu amira ukibunye deputy president uratukuthwania basinda na kura nawe aketa mantu issues yetu cia mira na imera bietu na mantu ya mangi so batu kumara twambiririe rwaria ru twitite safari ndaya muno na mantu yetu yonde ya ngema na Mount Kenya ituyekirite ki mupangilio ya economic blueprint ya William Ruto ko wangwira kuromba antu bonde tuciumanirie nontu kiaki na maana William Ruto ai president wa Kenya itebi bingi ndene ya thirikari yora borikia kuibwa na professor wetu Kindiki na rake thirari na uma tukamwa kana kona kitikingi na itebi bingi bionde utie muntu ketha ati kona iti kuringana no bura thirikari iri nene nchogerie pia Gachagua ndimwe congratulations as my good friend na I'm brother pia in this struggle no ndutie mantu tutionete nawe kuingirwa bank account kuwata waronde wikutheri na ntu bamibangilio ira mithuku ya thirikari rari no ntu bo intimidate no twakambisha inthuku ya gaturi antu babea no ntu ba kutuika nwe candidate the Asla nation the region ye na the Kenya yonde kankubuendo bwira the right place ara mantu yani ya kwarirwi maslas na bakwarirwe ne antu bakumenya thina yenu ikitimu ya Kenya kwanza tuombe tuwatanire twinde mukono nikenda tukaumba ukulukia team ya Kenya kwanza kuthithia thirikari na mbere president wetu wa faith ya William Ruto ibwega sana na nkatho inene no ntubo keep your word no keep promise ira watuthirie miaka elithiri kumaria twambirie ndwai na spirit ino tutwire itwikite ang'ing'oniu na ntubwa musimamo yo change ya maisha yetu ya ndwa kura tu representative ya bangema ko una nkuire pongezi tena no ntokwa kwa sign responsibility na ndute kendi peto president weku na niko menyekana wasi ngwiri akethe akirita unlike utongeria burario bura deputy president atari na specified defined duties ira etite kurita ko thank you nonto bamanto yonde kinya uno mbwe ibwega sana na ndebwe kwa sure of my support na au do what is required inye mwere inye kimbecha embathugania na team ira yonde tukurita nwema ndene Mount Kenya yonde na kuhakikisha ati Kenya Kwanza Alliance ndene ya Mount Kenya East ila nduti wamba saini ile ya coordinate mantu ya siasa sia Kenya Kwanza ndene region hii nkari tangu tuko na muthanya nikenda tukagombolira na nkenda kuwa nkari tanina ngwe kabisa na senator wakwa taweka thuri murungi ura tu campaign nawe na yumbe bonde pamero ba tuinde tutwire tuiba timu ne MCAs bonde ba iko na nya any other candidate bonde baba under the Kenya Kwanza Alliance nikenda tukomba kundeliver na nkwenda kuri nyantu betu baraba na go ndene miru yonde ibo kwa ile ndatu itirite tafadhali na nini tukenda tuwe space tafadhali tuunganeni pamoja nikenda tukaomba kubanga thirikari ireka thikira maslahi yetu na tureke kucheza karata na ntu na maisha ya ntu betu no ndu tukwenda bathithirwa thirikari ireka omba kwa address problems yo kambo ekanya kambi ni vai kathuri
maybe bere utai mheshimiwa kwena kintu kimwe rikathika chaku ethora kiwa bena Moses Kuria gutegera counties na mobatu jajo ntikumenya ethora kwena kanya kaireka kwitho karambe apo nikenda umoneria mathina ja Meru na ketha kutho kwena kanya ka gusaini mukataba na William Ruto nikenda mathina ja Meru jethwa je methene jangi jagikwa
mathina ya Meru twayekire methene tenembi na twaandika na turathiraniria nayo nikio nto kuona kijande ne Kenya Kwanza Alliance ma mieri lethiri itwarike mu university na ara twetite delegates 2350 iya iretify mukataba yura atongeria barikaniritie na economic team no ntuba kondresi thina cietu semanto amiru manto ya ikwasi ya marigo manto ya mira na yara yange yonde ko manto ya thithirwe kira tweterete ne economic team yumba kuthiria draft ya manto yau nyereta tusaina turi atongeria ba Meru no ntuma ontu yondero anda mapi kinya botukuibo bwingwa kinya wathe imira eu kana ikwasi kana into kinge bukuibunya Gachagua akieta and hapa no lindite yo nonto kwatuga kuri into kekethira kamba tumba kumba kuongera ringi twakikisha kiwikirwa nikenda antu betu bombotetheka
maybe kangwate kanya kakangote mubunge wa South Menti Kathuri Murungiru nyoko jwa kitigio seneta ndene county meru kurukira tigiti ya UDA maybe mheshimiwa no kweterete Gachagua ethoro akithurwa munini Mutongeria mugongo
ambuga ibwega sana nonto bwa na nchokeria deputy president katho nonto bwa kufulfill requirement imwe ya IBC ire kirindendere ni rojo nekenda kathura running meet uwo mburia for sure oni na Kenya bange bondi bareterete antu bairi turai tukona rukira antu bairi Professor Kithure Kindiki wa Madaraka Nithi County na MP wa Mathira wa Gachagua umwe wawa ni mwe running meet na muangana aru a Kenya ibakwijute muntu ongetiga bobo bairi na ngochokeria number 1 Kithure Kindiki nkatho nontu kwa Kinya warare okinya aye muntu wetu wa brother kuma Meru na mbuga ibwega nontu Kinya wende waigwa chokerwa nkatho ni deputy president igetikiria wa muzi borea panure wiratagaira yetikiria number 2 mbuga ibwega kiri Gachagua twitete nongwe muno bunge turainwe Kinya sande Meru town PCA church twena maikori Mithika Linturi iro ndamwiraga mimbi murungu na muthari mithino twinkuona authungutha Kinya mbere yetu na tutwire parliament na ndera serve it one term. I was joking na ibwega nontu bakuthura deputy president running meet kana uri ka deputy president William Ruto akuruka mbwe gintu kimwe kia maana imbije muntu omana na twire kwija Meru na every time deputy president yejaga atwire kwija nwe na naije requirement nya thina ira chie Meru eje Kenya okwiwe gweta mera ira antu batirikana muno naije thina ira Meru na kwigweta chonde kinyimera bietu na economic activities cha Meru mbwe nikira ngona kena maana Kinya mbere deputy president ya ni running meet na rĩrĩa ndaika 40 akigwetaga steps iria coalition ya Kenya kwanza ezukitie including group lintero okuragia bwana senator area ya Meru na other counties na Meru na gwetire ni imwe ya county iria already tukarite nwendi na twathithia requirements cia Meru na chi final touches na gwaja na ntuku 45 county wingi chio nditari gukarirwa nthi council economic council ongozi ni Professor D ithire ukarandi nikenda every county ya Kenya ithire kwalirirwa thina irire no nikenda requirements cha every county ciumba gwithura gikiro Kinya shaini mbere turinga kura na kigyo tukwenda muno Kinya twatutero iti lakini kwenda gwira Meru Kinya twathie thirikari batu Meru ni a big thing gutiro tokoraga kite thirikari lakini moso itokutembi science itekira tugona ke minister kabia PS itokwenda muno thina ire Meru itegerwa chechi ya mbere Kinya mbere twariria gite itwone gintu jamira ikiangazi Burundi thirikari ya William Ruto ora mirega kara ora thokwe konore Somalia na Kenya UK Kenya Netherlands itwone barabara chetu iri tuthondeki ikona mbeca te roji wekirwa te Kinya za turi tukari na aura no egembe north no ntugutina roji rwa kunywa rwa kungana so nte tuicho tugamba kuona mono ire kimburu purinti ya Meru arafu na ndente tu na chiga sukumane muntu omwe wetu kinywe ali thirikari ni oyu na imbije for sure tukaona position yu na mbuge Kinya bwana Gachagua mandate ja wana kai walira ka deputy president na jategere bwega na ngana ni NTHIGURU yonthe kuringana na oria baketho bekarande na president na mantu yageta bwe Kinya jetu ja Meru aja turi
maybe urwe mono tuigwitu kiuga ukeja kwithurwa arutere rungi romba kuthura mtuja munya agitine kia munini kirutere rwa Azimio na takumbokara babu bukethurwa kana siasa enu rabwirigirite kuringa ikethurwa kayata ndende county Meru
you see that tutumba kwambiria kwaria mantu angimu ya ntobora bangi baratugucinda nabo so ibambe barikie ngimu yao barikia na bareta line up yao riu tuone na tatukwibanga no tutumba kwamba kwariria thaiji no tikyo barathithia lakini kuringana kuona bena ngimu ya ndandi sick ntegwitikia ntetugukumburia thoro chiombo karika nontu gure antu batitikanagia na ukweli no kuona at least batu ambratha Kindiki kijethro ata deputy president imbija kethro muntu munene thirikari na agatithe Kinya region ici so Kinya my brother munya gwatuika kethro akini magwa deputy running meet kinywe twakara nthi tuone twi region ici na tatumba kugwatanira na tugaita mantu jira jonde yakibaje mbere yetu tugwatanirite turi amwe.
Thank you. Bau kai Senator Amiru mithekani nturi ro gucogete kiongavana ukurukira tikiti UDA na Kathuri Murungi mubunge wa South Imenti bonde baki dukia becho kiankatho nontu wa munini mutongirwa mugongo withura bathurira munini wa urakethura ukaja kuthwa kathurwa antariki ekenda mweri jwe nana naja turi na ndiri ndene ya mutweti na tutonyete kirandu ndiketa tumba kuona maoni jao nikenda bomba gutwira thuganio riao kumania na kuthurwa kuku na tagwakara kia tweterete na ndei gutegera ruterero wa Azimio One Kenya bona no na baba kethura bakithura ari munini wao nikenda na ndei kiuthi kiumba gutonya methene.
Ikise nani? Tutozete? Tutene.